Hi, I want to spend a few minutes talking about a man named Jason Neel today. Jason Neel is in the paranormal community, as my wife Jen is. He, I believe, was once a guest on one episode of a show on Travel Channel called Ghost Bait that I believe has since been canceled. But anyway, this man, Jason Neel, the other day decided to send my wife Jen an unsolicited dick pic for no reason. And she called him out for it and posted on her page with a censored version of the private message saying, hey, this guy just sends dick pics to women, and called him out for it. And his response to seeing this was to not only flag that post, even though it didn't violate community guidelines, it had no nudity or sexuality in it, the picture was fully censored. His response was to flag that and then start flagging everything else on her page too. Pictures she took of buildings, pictures of her with her mother, just relentlessly abusing the Facebook flagging system. When he wouldn't leave her alone and continued to do this and flag posts from her and a couple of her friends who were calling him out for his behavior, I had stayed uninvolved until this point. But since he wouldn't leave her alone, I messaged him and said, look, man, you got to stop flagging everything she's posting, like pictures of her mother and stuff. This is ridiculous. If you don't stop falsely flagging everything she's posting, I'm going to post on my page and call you out for everything you did as well, and post a image of a screenshot of the image you sent my wife along with the private messages, and censored, of course, again, to not violate community standards. But I will call you out on my page as well if you don't stop harassing my wife. And in both cases, when my wife was responding to all the false flagging and when I messaged him, he threatened her and he threatened me with saying that Travel Channel would take our pages down because they have teams of lawyers working around the clock and this is slander and all kinds of stuff, even though there was no slander. We're just calling him out for sending a dick pic, which we have proof that he did. Not talking about anything outside of that, so I don't quite see how that could possibly be considered slander in the slightest. But anyway, so he kept threatening her to have her pages taken down and that Travel Channel was going to go to bat for him, even though he's been a guest on one episode one time of a canceled show. And he threatened me with the same kind of stuff. And to top all of that off, he even posted a review on my wife's friend's business page, paranormal business page, that was slander. So on one hand, he's accusing us of slander when there was no slander, when all we did was call him out for something he actually did, which isn't slanderous. Then his response to that, among all the other stuff I've covered, was to leave this review, saying things like, no paranormal investigator of any kind should ever publicly share sexual content on their page. And keep in mind here, he's literally talking about his own dick pic that he sent my wife that they then censored and then shared on various pages to call him out for his behavior. So then his response to that really is to leave a review saying that they share sexual content. Like, dude, the sexual content they shared was your penis that you sent my wife unsolicited in a private message. And then just the irony of him turning around and trying to claim that we're being slanderous against him when he is quite literally doing slander by leaving reviews like this in response to him being called out for sending a dick pic that he obviously shouldn't have sent. Just unbelievable. But I said, look, I'm not going to post anything on my page if you just leave my wife alone. I don't even want this to go any farther. Can you just leave her alone and I won't post anything? Okay, thanks. And he threatened, and I left it alone, and I never posted anything about him on my page. Within 24 hours, however, my Facebook profile was completely deleted, and Facebook gave no reason for it, no 3 strikes, no link to show me where I violated what guidelines, and I guarantee you there's nothing on my profile that violates any guidelines, nor did I actually post anything about Jason Neel. All I did was private message him. So my guess is that he personally falsely flagged my profile for some dumb reason that is obviously inaccurate and got it taken down. So now I'm disputing it with Facebook. But anyway, the point of this video is just to show this is Jason Neel. This is the picture he sent my wife. And here are some of the threatening messages he sent saying that Travel Channel was going to have her page taken down and my page taken down, and I don't have any of the screenshots where he threatened me with the same thing because I can't even get access to Messenger to take those screenshots now that my account has been deleted. So I've been disputing it with Facebook. Hopefully I get it back. Based on some research, it looks like I might never get it back, even if it was falsely flagged, because they simply have too high a volume of such claims that humans can't review all of them. So isn't that lovely? But the least I can do is make this video on my YouTube channel. And hopefully if you're in the paranormal community and you know this man, you don't work with him. If you are affiliated with any paranormal TV shows, I hope that you never have this man as a guest. I mean, he's a serial harasser. He sent my wife a picture of his penis and continued to harass her and her friends, and now went so far as to abuse the Facebook flagging system to the point where he got my entire account taken down, which has been in good standing with no violations for, I think, over 10 years. If I'd started my Facebook account that long ago. I believe so. It's around 10 years, maybe even longer, with not a single strike on my account, and then mysteriously it just disappears. Yeah, this guy's abusing the flagging system. So since Facebook is such an extensive and huge company, it looks like I might never get my profile back. I might have to create a new one. I don't know. But the least I can do is call this guy out. So once again, Jason Neel sends pictures of his penis to women, and when they call him out on it on social media, he abuses the flagging system, flags everything they post, even though it doesn't violate any community guidelines, and even goes so far as to flag stuff that has nothing to do with him, like artistic pictures of buildings and pictures of my wife with her mother. And then when I try to go to bat for my wife, he goes to some extreme extent somehow, I don't know how he did it, to get my entire profile taken down. So anyway, just want to call out this guy for the fraud and scumbag he is. And I hope this video gets shared far and wide in the paranormal community. Thanks. And just a quick little addendum to add to the end here. This I was not made aware of until after I recorded the video, but my wife told me that after she called him out on this, she got messages from other women saying that this same man had sent them dick pics and responded in the same way when they called him out. So apparently this is not the first time he's done this to a woman, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest, but it was definitely worth adding as an afterthought to the end of this video that this isn't just something that happened between this dude and my wife. Like, this apparently has happened between him and several other women before who came forward and private messaged my wife after they saw her posts calling him out. So definitely wanted to add that. Yeah, isn't Jason Neel amazing? What a great dude.